they have killed just Chrometer right now, they're gonna open Chrometer's loot. And what you're gonna see is, so they have just dropped this item. This item was just dropped. Now, how do you know the item was just dropped? It has this icon on top of it. So it has the green icon of as well, because the green icon means that this item is needed to increase your stats. Okay, so basically, if you like gear wise, so imagine you're wearing a level 30 item, and the dungeon was for level 45. So that's why the green icon is on it, to show you and indicate that this is a better item. In general, it is a better item. But now the important information is that if you look at the item, which he's doing right now, you see there are no stats. There are no stats on it. So it's not about substats or base stats or whatever. There aren't any stats on it. So the base stats are definitely lower because of the level, but because of the gear score, this item is stronger. So you have an improvement of 5. So this one is 55 plus 11, and this one is 65. So that's a gear score. And since this item is generally better, it still has worse base stats. So this item is actually crap, technically, right? Now, what is important to see is this icon over here. That means tradable in the broker for Kina. It's light up. So lit up. So which means that you can use it. Now, when I press play, what he does is he right clicks the items and he identifies the item. Now look closely what happened. The trader item option disappeared. Okay? Now I just realized something else. Give me a second. Like, look at this. Do you see this item? Do you see this logo? Is that not the same logo over here? Maybe you are able to, as they were explaining earlier, with Kina, you are able to re-identify the item. You know what I mean? But okay, that was speculation from my side. What is clear is after opening the item gets stats. And then based on the stats, you can see if it's better or worse. Now, why are the base stats still worse? Because this item is plus. It's plus 11. This one is plus 0. That's why the base ones are worse. But on the stats here, you can now see which item is better, but the item is not tradable anymore. So that's the key factor. Now, if it is the case that you can re-identify as many times as you want to have the best stats, that means somebody whaling can technically buy the item, and then he can do it as many times till his gear is solid, right? That would mean semi-pay to win in a way. But now, what would break the game, in my opinion, is if I can re-identify it as many times as I want and then sell it for 30, 40, 50,000 kuna, high amounts. That would break the game because, now let me tell you the difference. Right now, the way it is, anybody can afford it. Because there are going to be so many items and so many kuna and kina, the price will drop so dramatically that anybody will be able to afford it. If you free to play, non-pay to win, whatever, you can all kind of players will be able to afford it, because you can just actively play the game, change your kina into kuna and then buy it, or run the dungeons, have the items and do it yourself, or just whale it and then you can buy it from people who are doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's a good solution. But now, why do I see a difference in maxing out the items and then selling it? Because maxing out the items means it's a biz item. And biz item, you can literally ask any price. And just a certain or handful of people are able to acquire the item. And if it's a handful of people, you will see a handful of people fully geared and the rest will going to be struggling. Understand? That is the difference. It is pay to win, yes. It is minimum, yes. But everybody has access to it, regardless if he's using real money or not. I hope that helps to understand the situation a little bit better.